8. And we're all tied up at the top again here on the final day of the magical Kenya Open, presented by ABSA. John Parry and Jacques Kruijswijk by 2 from Dion Hermes Hayes. Shot in the clubhouse. He's the leader at 10 under par. Jamie Rutherford, a recent winner on the Hotel Planator, going nicely. And I'm quite enjoying watching young Gregorio Delayo as well. He looks a talent.
Like magic, Don.
Can't teach it, Jamie.
No, you can't. You've either got it. This for birdie after that brilliant bunker shot. Makes it. 4 birdies and 7 holes and a couple of bogeys and had 1 par.
Well, Marcel Schneider, remember, headed into the water. This is a bogey putt for the German. So he limits the damage, but I'm afraid he's dropped shots now at 6 and 7, so he's back to 8 under par. The 2 early birdies cancelled out.
Ninth hole. Narrow green, 408 yards over the valley. Now Tong Lee for a birdie. See the different changes of the grass there, the grain, as we keep mentioning. It just grabbed it. You can see the ball just rocked backwards when it stopped. That's the grass growing into it.
I'm afraid that's a birdie-free front 9 for the Commercial Bank Qatar Masters champion. I think we can tell what he thinks about that. He'll hop over the road to number 10. We will head up to 17 and Joshua Berry.
Excellent. 3 on, 3 from the left, this bin. And it's only 324, so it might tempt some in the field. I would have thought it would later in the day.
You can just about see the water over on the left-hand side of your picture, to the left of the 7th green and that tight pin.
Wat is 'n volle? 112.
Kom sê ja, 113.
Ja, ek like dit.
Okay.
En is 106, ja. En dan
Ball sitting down here.
Middle PV daar is goed. Ek kan maar baie reguit inspel hier so, okay.
Got to be spot on with this. Yeah, it's got to jump, hasn't it? Clicky click. Oh. Come on, get better and better. From there, that's a good shot.
So is vandag nie sleg gelê, ek kan hier af. Klein bietjie gejump, hè.
Klein bietjie, ja.
Playing with Hao Tong Lee. This is Adrian Sadier, who was a little unfortunate not to make birdie at 8. But another chance here, this to move to 11 under. Decent front 9 though, 2 birdies, no drop shots for Sadier.
This for birdie for Berry on 17. Couple of missed putts last 2 holes.
Let's go back down the course and let's hear from one of our co-leaders, John Parry, with Iona.
Yeah, John, really good of you to join us for a couple of questions. Give us a sense of the mood today.
A lot better start today. Also the conditions are a lot. It's a little bit of breeze, but it's not as bad as yesterday. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with my start.
Yesterday was a very tough day, you allude to that. What do you learn on a day like that that you can bring into today?
I think it's more just patience. It's never easy to try and win a golf competition, so I think if you get a little bit sort of ahead of yourself and try and force things to happen, that's when you sort of get caught out. So I think obviously yesterday was really tough. You had to be really patient. We used a bit more of that today. I think it'll help.
And in terms of the overall strategy, when the wind's a little bit calmer, obviously the Sunday, does that change at all?
No, I wouldn't. play exactly the same way. The only thing that's a bit easier is judging distance today. So I think that just makes it a little bit easier. You can maybe hit a few iron shots close, give yourself a few more chances.
Good stuff. We really appreciate your time. Keep going well.
Thank you.
Well, he's certainly done that so far. Hit good iron shots, given himself chances. Hasn't taken all of them, but he's a couple under through the first 6. Great to hear from the players during this final round, especially the guys right at the top of the leaderboard, and he does appear to be quite calm, doesn't he, Jamie?
Yeah, he's in control, confident. That's what winning does for you, winning on the Hotel Planner Tour and coming on to the main tour, winning in Mauritius. You start looking forward instead of looking behind you. Confidence. Confidence is built stage by stage, step by step. Can't buy in a shop, unfortunately.
So, Hermes Hayes out of the rough to here. He's got a birdie putt. Or is it going to be Benjamin Hebert? No, I think it is going to be Dion first to play.
Played great, hasn't he? So far, 3 birdies, 6 holes. This for the 4th, and he's close. Be close enough. 2 behind. Back 9. There's some great holes on the back 9. Par 5s you can reach, short 4s and some tricky 3s. Water. He's answered every question so far, this man. It's a quick putt. I think it goes to the left at the hole. So a few players over read it.
Get it! Get it! Get it! Oh!
Just stayed there, didn't it? Good putt. That's quick as well. They've quickened up. Jamie Rutherford is on the 10th. Short par 5. He's already had 1 eagle on a par 5. 7th. This flag is just over the water. And that's a good shot to find the green there. It's firm, it's down breeze. Good shot from Rutherford.
And to 8, and Marcel Schneider. He's got it past the apple leaf tree, so he's in a good spot here, good angle. Beautiful judgment of distance, so he'll leave himself a decent look at birdie after those drop shots at 6 and 7.
Not so easy for De Leo out of the rough.
You just stand still, please. Stand still.
Hard to get some spin down the wind. See the pin there. So he's almost got to pitch it short, I think, to get it close. It's dangerous. But mind you, he's only pitching. It's a little gap wedge.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, better than it looks, that shot. That cambers away from you. Pin high for De Leo.
John Parry looks like he's wandered into the rough here at the par 5 7th.
Yeah, clattered in that humongous tree just to the right and could have gone anywhere. It was just a lake just beyond it, just behind it, but just going for the layup here. Going for a little low bunt up the left.
Good sensible shot, wasn't it? Well, the 7th hole is the hardest par 5 this week at Mathega, playing just over par. That doesn't happen too often on tour. The Fortinet stats for you.
Rutherford, he's 3 under for his round. 10 under, tied for 4th. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, that looks great. Oh. I think just a touch less pace that would have gone in.
To the 8th tee, and Hermes Hayes. Strong driving hole.
He loves that, doesn't he, down the wind. Absolutely A1, that.
Just see the shadow of that apple leaf tree, which is down the left-hand side of this hole as you play it. So cool, because if you break the leaves, they sound like a chewing into an apple, biting into an apple. It's quite unusual. Parry and Kruijswijk still ahead by 2 from Hermes Hayes, all playing nicely. Quite a few at 10 under par, including Jakob Skov Olesen. He's had some problems off the tee at the 9th. So this is for par.
A little awkward one over that change of grain. Could go, want to go right, left, and then come back at the hole. Not enough, though.
He seems to have had more of those than most this week, I would say.
You know, Jamie, when I played on grainy greens, I used to chart the patches of grain, the changes on the greens, but you couldn't do it here because there's so many changes of grain. You just got to see when you're at ground level what it's doing. DeLeo. Hello, hello. Oh, right behind the hole. Good try.
Right, back over to 7. The third shot now at the par 5 for John Parry.
Yeah, 119 yards here, Dom, and just a little bit in between clubs. Needs to send it a little bit past the hole, be on the safe side. Anything shy could back up towards the water, and you don't want that.
Safe play from Parry. He's either got small back pockets or a very big yardage book. Safe shot, couldn't really go at it there. A bit like your pockets, Tony, they're quite small, I noticed.
Well, they're very deep,
With
and I've got short arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going down that road.
Well, what is the news on Kruijswijk? I think he had to lay up as well here, John.
Yeah, the lie didn't give him it off the tee. Hit it down the right-hand side. This is all he could do. Just hit it about 180 yards further up the fairway. Left himself 99 yards now. Front left flag, setting that lovely little bowl. You can spin it, send it past, use the camber.
Hole's been kind to him this week. He's had a birdie and an eagle there so far.
So Dion Hermes Hayes, who started the day at 10 under par, 4 shots off the lead, hoping to get off to a fast start. And he did just that with a beautiful rolled-in birdie at the first.
Bunkered on the left-hand trap at par 5, 4th, and elected to take a lot of sand and run it down to the hole, which he did. And it would lead...
Yeah, he didn't make that putt for birdie, unfortunately, so 5 pars up to this point, 2 good shots, and oh, he just sneaks in.
Yeah, that was his first birdie of the day. That got him back alongside this man, John Parry, who started the final round 1 back of Kruijswijk. Hit some beautiful iron shots, didn't hold any putts the first 3 holes, managed to make birdie at 4, the par 5, and then this at number 5, and that's the best we've seen so far today on that hole.
Yeah, if you're not holding that many putts, hit it to 3 feet.
Well, if John Parry were to win again today, maybe, just maybe, he'd start to get in the thoughts of Luke Donald in terms of the Ryder Cup, a new single points list and tournament banding structure. You can earn points both on the DP World Tour and over on the PGA Tour in the United States. Rory McIlroy leads the top 6 qualifiers at the moment. It is 6 automatic, and then Luke Donald makes his team up with 6 captains' picks. And the United States will Keegan Bradley in charge there. Currently Scheffler, Schauffele, DeChambeau, Morikawa, McNeely and Cantlay. They're top 6. Things will change, of course. We haven't had a major yet this year.
A little triddle off the right here for John Parry. A little bit down the slope. It feels like pretty shiny here. All goes towards the water.
Too pacey. Oh, way too pacey. Oh my goodness. Well, he and Kruijswijk are tied on the par 5s. They're both 9 under for the par 5s this week, but that was a bit of a mind bender.
Nicholas Lemke. Well, what a shot he's hitting here. This for eagle. From the perfect spot, and he makes it, Lemke. Just outside the top 10, moves to tie for 11th with that eagle. Yeah, don't blame you.
At first look, this looks like a bit of gentle right to left, but just aim maybe a ball or two more than you think. It's going to move off that right down the hill.
Excellent putt. Definitely would have been helped by Parry's effort, and Parry has got some work to do. Wow. In the lead on his own, maybe just by 1 for a while.
Could be 2. God, he's pumped, isn't he? He really wants this.
Yeah, he's a man who always wears his heart on his sleeve. He gets very fired up when he's excited. Oh, you don't want a 3-putt. You don't want a 3-putt, John. Been so good at these all week. And that is bravely done. Don't want to start getting too much space between you. It's like 2 heavyweights standing in the middle of the ring, just slugging it out.
That was nice, wasn't it, Tony? Just gives a little thumbs up. Well done, John.
That's the sort of man he is. Proper sportsman.
Jeremy Hayes into 8. He's eyeing it up and down. I think he likes it. Oh, bang on line. He's done that a couple of times, hasn't he? The second, the par 3, the 5th as well. Bang on line, just a little bit short.
To 18. And teenager Joshua Berry with an eagle putt, but the ebullience of youth. I'll have a go at this one.
It's what you do at 19, isn't it, Tony?
Absolutely. Fearless, Don. Fearless.
So our final pairing, step onto the 8th tee. Same sort of direction as number 6. 7 goes back the other way between the 6th and 8th holes. So where's the wind on this, John?
Yeah, still helping here, Dom, a little bit off the right, if anything. I mean, you want to hug it as close to that right big tree as you can. It's about 305 to get past. But once you do, if you can land it on the fairway, you'll get a hell of a bounce forward. These fairways are pretty firm. And that's if you're hitting driver, but it doesn't look like he's got driver in the hand. Does my eyes mistake me?
Yeah, he's got driver. He just put some grip thing on his hands, some powder, like a weightlifter would do, John.
Oh, well, yeah, he's built like one, isn't he?
He is. He's put some more on there. Yeah, I've never seen that.
He loves his MMA fighting as well, so I know our Tony Johnson loves that as well. Bit in comment.
Yeah, I know, but never dreamt about partaking. I wonder, is that some kind of a resin?
He's nervous. Arms are sweaty. Hands are sweaty, I should say.
It's a bit of talcum, maybe. Just talcum powder if you're getting sweaty paws.
Listen.
Oh, it did too. I mean, that could have been really nasty. This thick grass around the base of that apple leaf tree. He hasn't seen it. He doesn't know. He's hoping it's gone by. It's
well, John Parry, every time he's got driver out, he is, apart from the previous hole, that's for sure. That was a rarity to see him that far off line. Got very fortunate, kicked left instead of back or to the right where he'd have found water. He's got to really stand on one, like he did yesterday on the 18th. Just got out drive and just pummeled it straight down there. You can do it here. Get your eagle eyes down there in the middle of the fairway.
He didn't leave anything behind. Is it just drifting a little bit? Oh, that's an unlucky bounce, isn't it?
I think that's right behind the tree, isn't it?
Could be stymied after a good start, a good solid start. Just a little mini wobble. Chatting away with each other, all played in a really good spirit. Nice to see between Kruijswijk and Parry. Up to the green, and the birdie putt here for Hermes Hayes.
And we'd say that the 8th is definitely one of the toughest greens to read. I really couldn't see a lot in this. It's pretty flat overall. Be a good chance to grab one.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh!
Yeah, he also saw it straight, but it just dived at the hole. Put a good stroke on it. DeLeo, first cut of rough, good lie though, really perched up. You get that on this Kikuyu, bristly grass. Get some wonderful lies, and oh my goodness. Well, thankfully, we've seen in the earlier holes that he appears to be an extremely good chipper. Chipping back into the grain, I don't think that'll worry him.
Okay, Josh, let's hope this is your last shot of the week. This for birdie. Oh yeah, certainly is. Brilliant performance. 65 to end the week. Yeah, big hug. And currently, he's in a tie for 6th.
It's one of those performances, Jamie, that just lets you know that you belong. I can slug it out with the top players. Sadio, eagle putt at 10. Don't blame anybody for not attacking this flag. It's quick down there. That'll do.
Jamie Rutherford. Putting on the 11th for par. There's a poor putt there for Rutherford. Gathering himself. One step forward, one back.
Yeah, the par threes are going to be quite decisive, aren't they, in the outcome of this tournament, as well as those two closing holes, 17 and 18, the short par 4, then the closing par 5. We'll head to 9. DeLeo. Is the pin staying out, or is it going back in?
Going back in, and he's, and I just said how well he's chipped. He's got the putter out. Now that might be because, you know, they had to re-turf a couple of the edges of the greens. The hot weather, they just had to put new turf in. Maybe he didn't like, well, he doesn't like the lie, that's what it is. Settle down in the Kikuyu. He feels he might get a better run out of this than with a chip. I can see that, actually. I mean, this might take a hop when it comes out and take off, but percentage-wise, I think this is the percentage shot. Did take a hop and it hopped right, but that's all he's looking for from there.
There is the pin at 8. John Parry, is he snookered or not? No, he's not.
No, I've got 4 until it's 160. No, no.
Well, he had a great shot in here yesterday, having just wandered into the first cut.
It's been a good hole for him this week. The 8th, Parry. couple of birdies. That got a nice bounce, didn't it? Wasn't coming from the left, though. That got him going yesterday a little bit. He was struggling early on.
Just to keep it down. To like 8 of you, all of a sudden you're trying to get it fullish, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, for the 8.
More just for the flight,
Yeah.
how hard I'm hitting it.
Yeah.
If it hit an 8, I might be able to keep it down. I'll see.
I think just sort of cut it off the TV tower.
Yeah.
Borgie, that was a good break. Finishing what he did, that could have been stone dead, couldn't it?
Oh yeah, an extra 10, 15 feet further forward. He's right behind a tree. Well, it's all about ball flight. Did I hear him say he's going to go with an 8, aren't?
Yes.
Well, he's going to have to be wary with the overhanging branches. Just back of the stance, get the hands a little bit forward, drill it. Try and pitch this
TV tower is
probably
about sort of 10
15 yards short of the green.
The overhanging branch in his mind, Morgie.
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit. I mean, he knows his ball flights. He knows what he can do. Anything kind of front left, if it goes over in the bunkers, no 2 great shakes.
Yeah, he's taken that bough of the tree right out of play. Kept it down, squeezed it. It's come out a little hot, but, well, you know, from where that tee shot was headed, he'd take being there in 2.
He definitely will. That was a lovely shot from there. Unfortunately, to run on that far. Now, Kruijswijk for 152 from the left side, just nestled down a bit near an old divot, not quite in it, though. Been pretty much out of these kind of lies. He was yesterday, that's for sure. Hit some perlers. Knows how to work the old Kikuyu grass.
He's got the angle, hasn't he, coming in from the left. Oh, it was a nice bounce, wasn't it? Go on, go on.
Oh, what a bounce, Jamie.
Yeah, I thought so too. Just killed it a little bit, though. But that's fine. I don't think he wants it back. That's for sure, punting up the hill.
Wonderful tee shot, the 9th. 408 yards today. Par 4 out with the big dog for Herman Hayes. Bit of hurt into the face.
Flag is way back today, right up at the back of the green, and that's fine.
Onto the green here, and Schneider.
Slope up the birdie for Schneider. Looks good, looks good. Oh, just grabs it. You just think, oh, it's going to get it there, and it just like hits a brick wall. So out in even par for Schneider, just outside the top 10 for him. Careful, careful.
I was just thinking, I know it's a mental game in many ways, but sometimes golf sort of physically hurts, doesn't it?
Scovolis, an eagle putt, and what a fine try. Superb touch.
Yes, I've broken my little toe kicking my putter, Dom. Halfway round, that hurt. I must tell you that. Don't do that at home.
Adrian Sadier has given himself quite a lot of opportunities out there today. Here's another one at 11. Nicely done from the Frenchman. That's a birdie start to the back 9. So he moves to 12 under par, and he's within 4 shots.
Did you break your toe in a tournament, Jamie? And did you get any sympathy?
No, Senior Open it was at Porthcawl.
Oh,
I could swing okay, just couldn't walk.
Sympathy
Halfway
from the
around.
playing partners,
No,
or laughter?
I wouldn't expect it. Laughter, I'd hope.
So to our leaders at the 8th.
Well, to get the 8-iron in his hand for this little bump and run he's got here. There's a little bit of Kikuyu behind the ball, just sticking up. He's just going to get full contact with that when he strikes the back of the ball, that's for sure. But he's gone for a bit more loft. He could belly wedge it. I mean, he had the putter out. I think he's very optimistic with the putter. I'd definitely go for a little bit more straight of face and get it on the dance floor pretty quickly, get it running like a putt.
Wow, that's just come out so much faster than he expected. Looked like he'd played it okay to begin with. And it's just slid away.
So he's facing another pressure putt. Let's go up to 9, where Hermes Hayes has found the fairway here.
Yeah, he's in a nice spot on the left side of the fairway, 102. Just a wedge, this back flag. Brave man that takes it on all the way back there.
Well, the flag's 26 on and the green's only 29 long. So he's only got just over 3 paces to work with. That was a bold effort, especially downwind, to trust that you can get that spin from there.
Back to 8. Kruijswijk for another birdie.
Oh, he's feeling it, Dom. He really is. Losing confidence is growing fast. There's a little bit of movement in this one, but I fancy him for it. You see him hold like a bucket.
Okay, get the 2 putts and then step aside and see if John Perry can make his.
Yeah, as little stress as possible, isn't it? So at times when you're playing, you have to learn when to attack and when to just wander along like he's doing. Keep the pressure on the other man. Been asked a couple of questions, hasn't he now, Parry, John?
And he has. That one just kept going and going there. A little bit more to this than meets the eye.
Yeah, there must be some right to left in this.
Yeah, judging by the chip, you'd have to think so. Wow. And he stood firm. I bet he's not feeling quite as calm as he looks right there. Yeah, good par.
Good save, John.
Maintains his 1-shot lead.
To the 12th hole, and Jamie Rutherford.
It's quite tight to the bunker, this pin on the right. Good job that stop. That's it there, I think. Oh no, it's in the bunker.
Back to 9. Great crowds out there today, Iona.
Oh yes, it's a wonderful atmosphere. They love their golf in Nairobi. All over Kenya, in fact. We've spoken about some of the beautiful courses you get around here, and I've been fortunate enough to play a few of them. Had a couple of rounds at Karen last week. Limuru is probably my favourite. Royal Nairobi, another great spot. They're spoilt, they're passionate, and there's loads of young fans out here as well, which is wonderful. A couple of them coming to say hello. We meet them, we get to know them through the years. And there's a little viewing spot just beyond 9 where I perched myself. I've got a lovely view down on this one for Hermes Hayes, and it's going to break from right to left.
He's putted nicely today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a claw putter, he's got the claw grip, so very stable face. Nice rhythm in everything he does.
Seeing right to left, and had to be higher than that or had to be firmer than that, one of the two.
No birdie, but it's a good front 9 for Dion. 3 birdies, no drop shots. 13 under, 3 behind his fellow South African, Jacques Kruijswijk.
Yeah, 33 on the front 9. The final day is not going to do you any harm.
So back to the tee, and here is our leader.
Getting geared up to hit this shot up the hill. Outward driver here. Brave move down the breeze. Nowhere near as strong as it was yesterday, though. 408 to the flag. Don't think he can get there, though, that's for sure.
No, 408 today with the flag at the back. Down the wind the other day. They're getting quite close, not today. Very inviting tee shot over that valley.
If he does have one slight weakness, you'd have to say it's his driving accuracy. Jacques Kruijswijk is 135th in accuracy this year on tour. But I think he's a guy that when he misses, he doesn't miss by miles. And it might just be right semi, left semi, can affect your statistics adversely. It's a nice compact swing, isn't it? Straight back, straight down. No applause. Is it going left?
Yeah, what you don't want to do is pull it here, as you, and he hasn't. Right in the middle of the fairway. Great drive from John Parry.
The spectators on the tee must be very good drivers of the ball if they didn't appreciate that one.
Well, this is one of the shots on the golf course that you just sort of think about a little bit extra over the water, flag on the front. Not a lot of club. And he's posing. It's going to be a popular spot, that.
10 is the easiest hole on the golf course today. It's playing actually closer to a par 4 than it is a par 5. Let's go ahead to the little par 3 11th, and Scott Ollison.
Been lengthened over the years, so 220 yards now. Flag right in the back portion of the green and into the grain. It's so hard to get it there.
Taleo now coming out of this fluff. There's no way he can get cute with this flag. Just go right, just go a little long is the smart play. Yep, smartly done. You know, you have a go at that flag out of that stuff and it can come out dead and you can come up 10 yards short in the lake. Take that all day long.
Jamie Rutherford, remember, found the back bunker at the 12th, so he's going to have to chip this one in to make his par. He's just dropped a shot at 11. Aye, 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 aye.
Yeah, I'm not overly fond of that closed stance chipping method. Left foot ahead of the right, swing it inside the line, especially out of Kikuyu, where you need to get a steeper angle of attack.
We've been so lucky with the weather here this week, haven't we, in Nairobi? Yes, it's been breezy at times, but it's drier at altitude. It's been sunny and warm. Lovely.
What a crowd. What support for the magical Kenya Open. Sadia into 12.
Rutherford, I can tell you, did make the comeback putt there for a bogey 5, and that's 2 gone in 2 holes for him, and that's a beauty from Sadia.
Yeah, it's an awkward flag to get at. Well done.
Into the back 9 moves Dion Hermes-Hayes.
It's amazing how far right you have to aim this tee shot. It's a dogleg left to right, but if you can cut the ball or not block it. Oh, he needs a break. He needs a break. Where is it? Oh, my goodness.
Well, that is a break.
That is a break. Well, you know what? He could just lay that up. Short right, chip and putt it.
Yeah, still very capable of making birdie there, Dion. Might be a little worried. The tee blocked it so far right. Sadia with a chance to move to 13 under. He'll have a birdie putt up coming at 12. Kruijswijk and Parry are playing the 9th. 64 from Freddie Schott, 65 from Joshua Berry, the man from Doncaster. At least that's the golf club he's attached to. Great start to life on the DP World Tour. And there's John Parry, who has found the fairway at 9. Kruijswijk away in that right-hand rough. Ball looked to be lying up okay, John Morgan.
Yeah, Kruijswijk's ball down the right line nicely. Just an awkward angle to come in at this flag. Coming up over the bunker, a little bit of this figure of 8 green. He's got to take off a little bit where John Parry's got all the green to work with if he so chooses to go low and take it up towards the back of this green where that pin's located. But a little rise in this green, pretty much where he is right now. It starts to go up the hill. You can see where the green starts to change as well. A few different kind of colourful patterns on this beautiful green.
Good idea to walk up and have a look at where to pitch it.
Those are the international swing rankings. Laurie Canter, the Bahrain champion, leading the way. If Kruijswijk wins today, he'll move to 4th. John Parry, if he remains in 2nd place, will move to 9th.
Morgie, he's walked up. He's trying to work out where to land it and then work out the club. Do you think he'll skip it up that slope? Could he carry it all the way to the flag and get enough spin?
Do you know what? If you carry it towards the flag, down the breeze as well. I mean, if you get the hard hop and you're long, you've got a treacherous trip back down, and it's all going away from you. I think he's going to pitch it probably about 15 feet, maybe 20 just shy of the hole in that little upslope. One big hop and stop. So drive it in a little bit lower, I think, for John Parry. Kruijswijk, on the other hand, I think he's got to go high. He's got to fly it majority of the way, at least find the putting surface over that bunker on the fly.
It's a great view of how tight you can cut these Kikuyu fairways. I mean, that ball is just begging to be spun. Yeah, you know, where he walked up and had a look, I think he was anticipating pitching it. And those little light patches just short of where his ball is, undercooked at a touch.
Yeah, I think he pitched that 4 yards shorter than where he wanted it. Now Kruijswijk can get good access to the back of this ball, sitting pretty. He just has to go the higher option, maybe just bail out a little bit left of this flag, give himself that opportunity.
Wow. I mean, he just had those couple of blades of grass behind the ball, which might have perturbed him slightly. It can just come out a little bit hot.
He won't be perturbed to see he's going to get good read off Parry. Schneider ahead at 10. Just through the back. A back foot chip and run.
Nice. Lovely chipping action that was. Short backswing, great acceleration. And fantastic touch. Nicely done.
Yeah, that guarantees him a birdie. Let's go ahead to 13, the par 3 over the water, and Jamie Rutherford.
Lovely shot. They'll be quite thankful that flag isn't tucked just over the water. They normally put it there the last day. They did it yesterday instead. DeLeo. Sensible second shot. Putt for an eagle. 2 putts would be gratefully accepted. It stopped turning. Speed was good.
Oh. Nice little gallery around the 9th green. It's going to be Parry first to putt, and Kruijswijk will be keeping a beady eye on this one.
Oh yeah, you watch him jump in straight away and have a little quick look at what this does. This has got John Parry's full attention up the hill. He's looking a little bit right at the hole. He's playing for a bit of break off the right the way he's setting up to this. He's just a couple of balls outside it. Got to be nice and firm with this one up the hill. Stacked down the left-hand side, about 3-4 deep, full of spectators looking on.
Pulled it. Always left, right off the putter face. Sadia. Bold second shot at that back flag. Don't leave it short. I mean, it was really a bit of a wimpy effort, to be honest.
Yeah, it could have been 2 or 3 better if he putted slightly better out there today. Adrian Sadier, a real good chance here for Kruijswijk. This for birdie and to open up a 2-shot lead.
Oh, going to score. He knows how much this is breaking off the right. Nice positive putt.
No, I mean just about
carbon copy.
Carbon copy. I don't think he was in tight enough to John Parry to watch that one. He was standing over on the fringe. Get in there close. Go to school.
One ahead at the start of the day. He's going to take a one-shot lead into the back nine on Sunday. Jacques Kruijswijk over to 11. This 220-yard par 3 and De Leo.
That's a nice free-flowing action as he got it online. Yeah, I think a few guys today will be a little nervous of going right or long at that flag.
After a fortunate bounce off the trees, back into the rough here. Hermes Hayes, his second into 10.
Coming out of the rough, got to be right of the pin, and he is. Oh, that's a good shot. That was unlucky not to run on, really. Dion Hermes Hayes.
How confident was that? I thought he might lay up because they'd hit the tree and bounce back 40 yards. Great shot, Schneider. Really be a bit more daring than his playing partner De Leo.
Yeah, 220. It's hard to get it all the way back there. Needs a bounce and got a skip as well. Schneider. Really good.
He's always said his iron play is the strength of his game, really, and that was a beauty.
And they're all filing across to the back nine. Got 1-9 one side of the road, 1-9 the other with the clubhouse. It's going to be a great finish, this.
Drop shots at 11 and 12 for Jamie Rutherford. This to get one back at 13. It wasn't a bad putt. Just a par, though. He won down in South Africa. We're in Kenya, in East Africa this week. Home to the Masai Mara and the mass migration. Tony, you're a wildlife lover. Have you ever got to see the mass migration?
No, it's on my bucket list, Tom. A great friend of mine, Colin Little, who I stay with in Joburg, he's done it and said it was just fascinating. I mean, just literally millions of animals.
The Maasai tribe. Been here for many thousands of years. 42 tribes in total in Kenya. The biggest 6 make up roughly half the country's population. We're actually in the capital city. We're in Nairobi. We're up at, 1,700 meters or so of altitude. It is an absolutely sparkling day, and we are all set for what promises to be a riveting back nine of the magical Kenya Open presented by ABSA. There's the man who leads the way currently, Jacques Kruijswijk, hunting a first DP World Tour victory.
And driver out here, Dom. Shot 30 here on the back nine yesterday to put himself in that lead now. Taking on a bit of the corner, trying to reduce his par 5 down to nearly a wedge on 9-iron for his second.
When you stand on this tee, it tells you a story. I want to hit a slider round the corner with the driver. Just like that. Keep going. Oh, that was, I thought it was going to get out. Should have a shot, though.
Yeah, there's a bit of help in this area, but nowhere near as much as it has been the previous days, that's for sure. So not able to get as far down as you would previously been able to do. Now John Parry, obviously driver in hand. Bit of a copycat moment here. Follow Kruijswijk's shot, try and find the fairway though, it's a must.
They like it, does he?
Oh, not an ideal lie. Hermes Hayes. That was a brave second shot to try and get it to here. That was his plan, but he had to really flirt with the water. Just nudge us up hole side. Mark could check it out. Hopefully make a birdie.
Well, Parry, be interesting to see what he does there. Didn't look a great lie, did it, down the left-hand side of 10? Well, the pressure's on. It's crunch time. It is the back nine on Sunday on the DP World Tour. Great start from John Parry. Had good birdie looks at 1, 2, 3, and then this for eagle at 4. He didn't make any of those earlier putts, didn't make that one, but he did register his first birdie of the day there.
Well, this is John Parry's shot of the day so far. I'd be hoping there'd be a couple more on the back nine, but laser-like 7-iron to the 5th.
Yeah, that gave him the tournament lead, but Jacques Kruijswijk was chasing at this point. He started with 5 straight pars, just about had enough gas on that one, and that was his first birdie of the day.
And at the very next hole, for another birdie. Yeah, starting to settle into his task now. Very interesting to see what John Parry elects to do out of that lie. I think it's going to be a 50-50 whether he has a go or not. But let's go and watch Dion Helmers-Hayes first for his birdie, just to get within 2 of his compatriot. Oh, no mistakes there.
Yeah, he's not going away, is he?
No.
Helmers-Hayes. That gets him to 14 under. He's only 2 behind Kruijswijk. He's 1 back of John Parry in second. Saddier out of the sand at 13.
Yeah, got a bad bounce there, didn't it, Saddier? He had a good shot there. Attacked that bunker shot nicely. 4 under his round. Plenty of points to play for this afternoon. Getting into the back nine, this is where it counts. It's just where the odd bit of luck or a putt or a chip in or something makes all the difference.
Marcel Schneider, good tee shot at 11. Oh, short in the jaws. Yeah. A little bit like the one at 9, wasn't it? Frustration for the German. Tough little stretch of holes, though. 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, 11 through 14 are the tough stretch. Last 2 give you a chance. 15's not too bad. Deleo, 11th's causing some trouble. Par for the Italian. Oh, both short, different sides of the hole.
So he's tapped that in. He has dropped a shot to get back to 10 under par. We'll go back to the tee here at 11. Is that wind starting to pick up at all, Iona?
Yeah, just standing here on 11, definitely a lot of wind to consider for this shot. You say that it's been catching a lot of players out today, number 11. 220 yards, pin all the way at the back, so you don't want to be long, that's for sure. An 8-iron is enough club with this wind. If you're going to hit 7, it needs to be a smooth one.
Eight birdies on the 11th so far today. 5th hardest hole is par 3. That's got a nice little kick forward for Helmers-Hayes.
Smooth. Is it smooth? It is smooth.
Well, both in the rough. I'd rather have this one, John, I think.
Oh yeah, it's a bit crusty. It's a bit flyy though, this one. It's not like Parry's lie over on the other side. He's kind of made his mind up, really. He's going to have to lay up or go down the right. This one is a tempter for Kruijswijk from 177, playing a 161 with the altitude. Could easily get a flyer. Got to be careful with this pin.
Okay, getting a bit twitchy with that water, don't blame him. Trying to catch the right side of the green, just pushed it a fraction.
Yeah, and with the flag where it is, I mean, it's just like 3 yards beyond the water. If they go straight at this flag as well, it's a no-brainer. You've got to be up the right. I think this is just a grip it tight, just hold it off hard. If you get it a bit pulley, you're going to find water. He's got to bunt this up the right-hand side.
Yeah, he's just going the safe route, isn't he? Just get it up there, pin high right somewhere. Leave yourself all of the green to work with. It's not a bad play, and it slopes down to the flag. You've only got to just spludge that out the bunker, and they'll run most of the way down to the hole.
Spludge, that's a technical term, is it?
That's a very technical term. Take a lot of sand and just give it a spludge. Have I not taught you that shot yet, Dom?
The spludge shot, I haven't heard it yet, no.
Sadie, par putt, 13, par 3, over the water, down the bunker, not to be. Just back one. Looks like a 3-horse race now, I have to say. Never know.
It's a lovely setting in front of the clubhouse, isn't it? The lake, the pond at 13. Nice hospitality areas away on the left-hand side as you play the hole. And plenty here. Lovely bowling green, if that's your thing. Great way to spend an afternoon. They've got paddle, which is all the rage, of course, and the more traditional clay tennis courts as well. Place to drop the kids whilst you have a little thrash around. Here we go. Off the backboard and... oh, beauty. Yeah, really, really lovely. And as Iona was saying earlier on, there's quite a few... I mean, this is a beauty, isn't it? Love to play this golf course. Haven't had the chance yet, but quite a few lovely golf courses in Nairobi to choose from. That's the ball of John Parry. He's found his way to the back of the bunker at the 10th.
Yeah, just on a little downslope here, Dom. It's just going to drive the ball a little bit lower, a little bit more forward, and hard to get it to stop, especially when you need a little bit of grip as well. But this green just goes away from you. Water lurks beyond. It comes out a little bit hot as well. I mean, another 3-4 yards, and you're catching a downslope, and there's no stopping it before it reaches, the water.
What's a good shot here then, Morgie?
Well, he's going to have to flirt with the fringe, I think, if he wants to get it super duperly close. He's going to kick off that little downslope and scoot it forward. He's been playing these beautiful all week.
He did flirt with the fringe.
He did. He played it too good, Dom.
Yeah, maybe. Didn't spludge it quite enough.
Yeah, I don't think you can be certain of how much spin you're going to get out of the sand. So I think...
yeah, you make a good point, Tony.
Done the right thing, hasn't he, Mogsy?
Yeah, I mean, that was great. He's super brave, put some speed into it. You needed it. Yeah, it's got that real kind of fine grain. You get it a little bit wrong, a little bit more pebbly between ball and club. It can go a little bit where you don't know. Now, flat life for Kreiswyk. All downhill.
That, Dom, that is spludge. That's fine, Shark. That's fine.
12th hole. DeLeo. Pins by just the right of our TV tower. Down there. Can't see it. And back into a bit of breeze. Oh. Well, it's on the pathway. It's not much fun from there. It's been fielding them all week, that second shot on 12.
Right back a hole to Hermes Hayes at 11.
Good chance here for a birdie. A rare thing to find on 11. Up the hill, there is movement from left to right. Easy to leave this one short just because it's a little up the hill. Don't do that.
Wasn't listening.
So slow from that side. I don't think we've seen anybody get that to the hole from left of it.
So back to 10. Parry first away for birdie.
Yeah, half a yard more on that bunker shot. Would have landed on a green. He'd have been easily less than half the distance away from this. Now, off the right for birdie. Keep the pressure on Kruijswijk.
Not to beat for Parry. You're a big fan of the aim point, Tony, aren't you?
I'm not biting. I have zero faith in it, to be honest. I tried, Jamie. I tried to bite my tongue, but you know me too well.
The minimal of bait. It's working for John Parry. I'd say that for the last few years. So
is it? Might he putt better without it?
Maybe. But
we don't know. If you know what, it's a case of what you believe in. Anything that gives you belief and takes doubt out of your stroke has got to help, I suppose.
However, it's another chance for Kruijswijk to extend the lead here.
Yes, and he knows it. It's only his second birdie this week on the 10th. It's a short par 5. Too clear. He'll be feeling it. He'll be feeling it.
Yeah, he played the back nine beautifully yesterday. He's got that in the tank. Shot 5 under coming home.
Yeah, 7 under on the last 2 holes all week as well.
And he does lead by 2 from John Parry. Then a further shot back is Hermes Hayes. Sadier just drifting a little bit with that drop shot at 13. So, yeah, I think Jamie's right. I think it probably is a 3-horse race now. And Kruijswijk with the advantage. Right, let's move to the 12th tee. It looks like a driving iron here for Dion Hermes Hayes.
Yeah, it's just the iron for Hermes Hayes, and there's a bit of hurt into off the right-hand side. Got to throw this out to the right-hand side. There's trouble all down the left.
Yep, fairway finder. All that's required.
It's a normal one then, yeah.
So let's go back to the 11th. 3 par 3s to play in the last 8 holes, and they're all tough holes. 4th hardest hole today was the 5th about 10 minutes ago.
Another figure of 8 green as well here, Jamie. It's in that back tight portion of it as well on the right hand side. Bit of help off the right with the breeze as well. Little 7-iron, maybe lean on an 8. Hits the ball a long way, this young lad.
Ooh, you know what, he might be chipping that. So either got to putt it through the Kikuyu fringe, which is never ideal, or try and chip over it. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, with the altitude, it plays just under 200 yards as well, with the help in the air. This ball just with the heat as well, going absolutely miles. So hard to gauge. 7-iron for John Parry.
Seven iron, 220. I know it's at altitude, but he got it there as well. I don't think he hit that.
That is a wonderful golf shot.
Think about the tee shots he's hit at the 2nd, the par 3. That was about 6-8 feet away at the 5th. And another super one there from Parry at the 11th.
Fourteenth green, Sadier.
Through the green at the 12th, third shot for De Leo. Just depends on the lie, really, because it's got very little green to work with. Good lie. Must have been. Brilliant. Up to the green and down the hill. Controlled that beautifully. He's hit some great shots today, young Italian.
Sadie falling foul of the Kikuyu grass with that bunker shot. So this for par. Two gone in 2 holes, I'm afraid, for the Frenchman. Drop shots at 13 and 14.
The look on Tony's face when people don't stiff it out of a bunker is to behold, because you're one of the best.
You know what, to be fair, Jamie, we know this crispy sand. You know, I won't denigrate him there. You don't know if it's going to come out hot or dead. You know, most weeks you would say that was a lousy shot, but it might not have been. He seemed to accelerate and play it decently. Let's see if Schneider can pop this in for his par. Coming up short of the green. Into chip to here. And... oh.
Yeah, the potter's deserted him, hasn't it? On Championship Sunday. Just when you want it to be as hot as the weather.
Jamie Rutherford. Below the level of the green. Decent lie, though.
May have been slightly twitchy with that ball in flight.
Yeah, I would think so. You're right, Tom. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How did it stay out? Great chip.
So back to 11. Our leader, Craisfake.
Well, this is awkward, Dom. I mean, yeah, I think to only call it, you could possibly chip this, you really could, because what he's got to do, he's got to put right across the edge of the apron of the green, and that's going to sling it straight to the left as well if he goes straight at this flag. And just to stand corrected, old John Parry had a beautiful little cut, little soft cut 6-iron just below the hole. Nice little left to right he's got coming his way. I think he's got to play for a bit of bar off the right-hand side, so he's just going to go a little bit further right, I think. Play for that bit of camber off it. It's going to slow the ball up quite considerably once going into the first cut. All uphill as well.
Yeah, it's in the lap of the gods a little bit, isn't it? Coming through this fringe grass. Good hop, skip, jump. Well.
See, that's miles right, isn't it, Jamie?
It is, yeah.
And the line was right on the edge of the green. That's why I'd have chipped it.
Oh, I think so too, John. Although a very tight lie for a chip at this stage of the tournament, with your nerves sort of shaking a bit.
Well, Parry with a birdie putt, we could have another potential momentum swing here. Is he going to add to balls for birdies for the tally? DP World donating golf balls to grassroots projects around the world. All for a birdie, 2 for an eagle, 100 for an albatross. So this to get to 16 under within 1 and put a little bit of pressure on Craisfake.
Ooh, second guessing himself. He's been mustered on the par 3s, gotta say. And hit it to about 6 feet on the second. Give me range virtually on the 5th. And now this shot. This one just outside the left.
It's been slow from here into that grain. Gotta hit this.
To me, that's one of the downsides of aim point. It doesn't tell you anything about speed. And if you haven't got speed, you can't putt. And also on grain. I mean, aim point on grain. The grain tells you all you need to know. It tells you which way the slope is. It tells you if you're into or down grain.
To Hermes Hayes, 12.
Another nice tee shot, 193 left. No wind to speak of, really. Flag over in that left-hand portion all the way at the back. 8 iron.
It could be a similar situation to what Kruijswijk's just had. He might have to flirt with a fringe, and here he is.
To stay, too clear.
Got to be right edge and firm. Nice. He'll be quite delighted to have got down a 2 from there.
So if he pars in, Tony, does he win?
Ooh, I don't know. Perry, you know, with his iron play the way it's been, if he makes a few putts, this is going to be down to the wire, I think.
DeLeo, 13. Over the water, pin on the left. 191. Very good shot. But they're the questions the player, that's the sort of question that Kruijswijk says to himself, if I par in, will I win? Because it changes your strategy, doesn't it? I think one more, probably.
Ahead to 15 and Adrian Sadier. He's wandered into the rough here. The ball will be just below his feet. Ball tends to drift from left to right off this sort of lie. Okay, safely on board. Well, we mentioned this tough little run. 11's no pushover. Then you've got 12, 13 and 14 all playing over their par. Fortinet stats identifying the threat score of these 3 holes. The hardest stretch on the course today. More on our website at dpworldtour.com as Kruijswijk takes a long iron.
Nice and soft.
Well, looking nice, Dom. Split in the fairway. Look at that. I won't believe how tight that is down there.
Do you think he'd take level par from here, John?
Oh, I think he would.
Do you think he would? Yeah, I think he would as well.
I think he would. You know, it's not easy out here. I mean, pressure. He's got the sway hands. That's talcum powder he's using as well, just to keep the old juices at bay, running through his hands. Now, driver. This is a brave move. 300 to reach that bunker on the right. You've got to be down the right. He's obviously taking it up the left.
Yeah, this is taking it on at 12. It really is. Oh, my goodness me. He's munched it.
He seriously backs himself with his driver accuracy.
Well, maybe he's decided it's time. It's time. I've got to get after this if I'm going to win again. Off he strides down the 12th.
And just to the right of this fairway is this heavenly lily pond. Look at it. Last year this was a bit murky. There wasn't much water in it. I don't know if they've cleaned it out or what they've done, but you've got the purple lilies, the pink lilies, the white lilies. A lot of water bird life hanging around there. And it's just, oh man. They should have a little picnic spot for the members here.